Hi everyone, welcome back to Axe Girls. Here I am today with Scratch and Battle Axe. I'm Axel. I know that we discussed the new Premiere rules. However, there's a slight change that just came out this week, which is pretty exciting.
I love it.
So do I. I absolutely love it.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we tried it last night. It was nice.
I know it gives you something to aim at, which is what the majority of the people in favor of it have all said. Is that
you
now
can
it gives you
see what
something.
you're going for. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and it's easier like to see where your blade actually hits. Like there's no more measuring.
Yes, I know that's like really the best part.
Yeah.
Someone, I think it was it? I think it might have been. Was it Tyler? Someone put on a post on Instagram the other day and said about they were asking people like what they love about it, and my response was just I love it because you don't have to get up to go and measure with the calipers. It's like, who could be bothered doing that?
The only thing is, I think if you're short, it's kind of hard to see if you're like the top of your axe to see if you broke that line. So being short is not helpful.
You're trying to say you're short, Amy?
Yeah.
I think
I'm not short.
I think it's great. No, you are not short. I'm shocked how tall you are. Oh my gosh.
I am.
I'm not short, and yet you're like you'd be surprised how tall she is there, Battle Axe.
I am 5'9".
Oh,
no, you're
you're taller than me.
Yeah, 5'9".
Nice.
I'm 5'10".
I had my Doc Martens
boots
on, though.
Yeah.
See, I'm calling you to measure my clutches then. Both of you.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll be there in a heartbeat in the summertime.
Yeah.
Battle Axe, did you practice on the new clutches yet, or you haven't got them drawn where you're throwing at?
Yeah, we threw it on the garage target last night, and it was good. I like it.
Yeah. Were your clutches primarily in Premiere, or still some work to do?
Mostly. Not all the time.
Why are we not surprised? Yeah.
Well, we played a game kind of like, have you ever played One in the Bucket?
No.
Oh my gosh, teach you that. So much fun. It's a good clutch practice. So we kind of changed the rules. So if you hit Premier, then it was 2 points. And if it was regular, then it was 1. I'll have to go over the rules sometime, but.
Yes. Now we're going to need to see the rules. Obviously.
Yeah. It's really fun.
Did you and Marksman make that up, or is that a True North thing?
True North does One in the Bucket, and then we kind of tweak the rules for in the garage just to practice and kick his butt a little bit more, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you're like straight up killing it this week. I think you had a massive accomplishment.
Oh, so for my ladies league, I had 1 clutch away from a perfect night. So that would have been 481. So it was 381s and a 74. So now I have a goal. I got to get that.
Oh, that's amazing.
So good.
Thank you.
You're my inspiration, Battle Axe.
Oh, thank you.
It's
means
true.
a lot. You guys can do this. I know. I have faith in you.
Yesterday, I had so many people here at the Axe House, but every chance I got, I literally threw clutches the whole day long.
That's awesome.
Just from seeing your post. So I hope that it inspires other people just as much as it inspired me, because I mean, to know that that's possible is hugely inspirational.
Thank you.
It's nice seeing one of us sort of like doing really well, and it kind of, I think it's quite easy to get stuck in a bit of a rut sometimes when you're kind of getting around the same sort of scores every time and you're just not getting up to that that 81s and things like that. And then it's kind of just getting that little boost to see someone else doing it and doing so well. It kind of makes you want to try a bit harder.
I agree.
You guys are gonna get it. You know what the biggest thing is just don't think about it. Just go up, just throw. And that's usually what I find when I get it. If I think about it, then I don't get it.
Which clutch did you miss?
I missed the second game, the very last throw on the right side. Yeah.
Can you imagine? Like, imagine if it was like the last match, the pressure would have been too much for me.
No, I know.
I was so close to missing that last match, and I did get it. It was like that much on the top of it, and I did clip it, and I just sighed a sigh of relief, like, because
thank goodness.
Yeah,
that's great. Oh my God, good for you. I love it. I love it.
Do you want to know something that I did the other day that we don't have to put this on camera because it's embarrassing? But so you probably saw it anyway. I'm sure you both commented on it anyway. And Axe, I know you did because I messaged you. But I got an 81 in my league, my first ever 81 in the league. And then, but then 2 games later, I did it again and ran over the line.
So she faulted.
I literally just, because I was so nervous, I thought, oh my God, I'm going to do it again. Like, oh my God. And then Carl was filming me. So I thought, oh, I'll make a bigger reaction as well and stuff. And then I got it. And then just instantly, I just went, turned around and Carl was just like,
I think that's got to be more painful than missing it because you actually got it. And then
I agree.
I was in a huff for about half an hour.
What's the Canadian version of a huff?
A huff, a paddy, strop, mood.
I don't know.
Yes.
Sulk. Sulk. Yeah.
I'd say but that's more Dutch than it is Canadian.
Next time.
I never went for it again. I couldn't be bothered.
You're gonna get it. I know you are.
Now you have an 81. Oh my God. Now it's my goal. Monday.
Yeah.
I'm getting an 81.
Yes, you are.
Me too.
100%.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
I want to see them.
All right.
No pressure, though.
It's a bet.
We have to make a pact, Axel. Me and you, 81s, Monday.
Pinky swear. There we go. Done. Witnessed by Battle Axe. We got this. This week, we are talking about axe throwing superstitions. Because I know like some people have definite superstitions and some people are like, there's just something I do or don't do when I throw. And I know we put it out online, but what about you guys? Do you have a superstition when you're throwing either competition or league?
I wouldn't call it a superstition. However, I'm very set on the fact that I won't choose what side to start on because I don't want it to become a thing. So if someone says that, oh, what side do you want to start on? Or is that all right? I'm just like, yeah, fine, whatever. I'll go any side.
I think that is a superstition.
Yeah. Because I don't want it to become, I don't want to associate starting on one side
winning or
with
losing.
not playing, because I will get in my head if I do that. So
I hear
that's
that.
the only thing, really.
I don't like to look at axe scores. I don't like to see who I'm playing before games, and I don't like to see how I'm doing till after everything is done, because I don't want to get in my head. If I think about who I'm playing, then I'm going to get nervous and then I don't throw as good. And then if I see how good I'm doing, then I'm like, woohoo, and then I'm like, then I just plummet. So I just stay away.
You have that advantage, Battle Axe, that we don't, Scratch and I, because we actually have to look at the roster for the week.
Yeah,
that's fair. I know lots of people like to do that too, just kind of get ready for it.
I'm glued to axe scores all the way through, to be honest. Like, I can't get enough of it.
I
play a game and I'm like, right, where am I?
I don't know if I'm like a novice with axe scores, but like people pull up screens. I'm like, where did you get to that? Like, how do you know where your wins and losses are? And I know that, you know, obviously I'm sort of the newest to IATF than you guys, but that people pull up shit all the time. And I'm like, I don't know how you found that, but that's awesome. Just
play around, and going on the computer, you can do more on the computer.
Yeah, more on the laptop.
Your superstition, Axel.
Hey, what's yours?
The only thing that I will always do is when I am going for clutch, I'll always pivot my front foot. Like I put it down and then I like twist it. All I do, I put my foot down and then I gotta pivot my foot to get it like set, I guess, and make sure I know I've got the right spot. But since the Premier rules, I had to change my spot because I throw a Reaper, as we know, and I want to get full blade, so I actually move forward more than I ever have before. And now I'm getting like full blades. So I'm like now triple checking my my foot placement. And I think that's all I'm doing is I just check it a million times. And like, you know, when someone gets on, like when a batter goes up to bat and they twist their ankle to that kind of movement, just to make sure I've got my spot and I know where I'm at. But I don't know if that's superstition or just habit now, but I kind of do it every time.
It's good.
Yeah.
Routine.
Doesn't work.
It will.
I've moved loads forward recently as well. Like,
it's funny how that happens.
Yeah, I know. Like, I mean, a good chunk forward, not just a little bit. But I found that, do you know what? I think it's doing the Premier stuff and finding that it just goes in. It's better.
Yeah.
Very poor choice of words there, but it just goes in better.
It works. I like it.
It's a very technical term for that, but yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Good. So I think we got a lot of feedback when we posted it on, you know, Facebook and Instagram. See, I posted in Massachusetts, which is sort of like the local Massachusetts Facebook group, and said Hannah, and I apologize if I say that wrong. She said that she taps the bottom of her big axe into the board whenever she pulls it out. She did it once, and then it sort of became a superstition from there on out. And I can see that exactly what you're saying, Scratch.
Yeah.
As soon as you do something and you win, it's like you have to do that every single time. And she says she always twirls her hatchet, which I think a lot of people do that.
Yeah. On the way back.
Yeah, exactly. And Chester, he runs Revolution Axe here in the Boston area. I think you might have met him, Scratch.
I did. We went there when we came to see you. So yeah, we've met Chester.
That's cool. So he wears the same outfit for every playoff and tournament: shoes, pants, shirt, and hat. I mean, that's commitment.
Oh no. What happens if something happens to the outfit?
I know. That's what I would be afraid of. Like, that's a lot. Maybe he puts it especially away somewhere. Chester, you'll have to get back
well
on
preserved.
that.
I know.
Put in a special league bag after you wash it. Like, that's where it goes.
Yeah.
And then once again, he also twirls his axe. And then lastly, Dre kind of taps the bottom of his axe with a non-dominant hand before he throws, which seems to be kind of a common thing. I mean, everyone has their things. If it works, right?
Yeah. So on the Sport of Axe Throwing Facebook page, we had Sean, who said, I have to spray my own boards. I have to, even if I just watch an official spray them the exact same way that I spray them again. I get that.
Me too.
Takes time, but oh my gosh.
I get that though. I obviously own a venue, so I spend a lot of time spraying boards. It's fantastic. But I also play on them, so I will wet them to an inch of the life before we start. But I do get people doing their own boards. I get that. We also had Justin, who said he always throws the whole league season in the same shoes and hat. So that was similar to Chester's, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, you know, like I think football players and stuff do that too, right? They wear like the same socks or something.
I definitely get the shoes as well, because I've noticed that if I wear my DMs to throw and then wear my trainers, I do have to change slightly where I stand. So I tend to wear, but I don't wear a certain pair of trainers. I'll just wear trainers every time I throw, but I get that. We had Louis, who he avoids using his throwing hand for just about anything except for throwing during the competition time.
Which just makes me laugh because
that'd be hard.
Not to mess up the proper amount of grip that I have. I'd really like to throw some circumstances to Louis and see which hand he uses.
Yes.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, wait, like, are you ambi? Or because there's some things that you do during competition.
Then same, I have to wet my boards and also never touch the trophy.
Oh, I like
Okay.
that one.
That's fair.
I think that's
yeah.
definitely a superstition. That.
Yeah, not
Mhm.
touching the trophy. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear you.
Oh, this is a
Definitely.
good one, Marcus. I only turn right.
I love that. I just totally went to Zoolander as soon as you said
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh.
Can't turn left.
Yeah, Marcus, I only turn right. Also, only sprays his own boards because he has to get to know them. Nice.
I've looked closely at boards,
Me
definitely.
too.
Yeah, I like to look and see how sort of, I know it sounds strange, but I suppose you get used to it, but how hard they look.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah.
blown out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. To find a
Yeah.
spot to throw for.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Also on our Facebook page, Sarah commented that she has shirts that she will not wear on league nights, on certain league nights.
Oh.
If she has a bad league wearing a shirt, like that's out. She won't wear it again.
Right.
I mean, what? I mean, you kind of rule everything out, right? As soon as you
After
have
a
that
while,
bad
yeah.
night, you're like, what happened? Like, what?
No.
Oh, maybe it was the shirt. I get that.
Yeah.
And I think we got some Instagram ones, right,
From
Amy?
Insta. Yeah. So you got, sorry if I say this wrong, Instagram Stay You. I have a rabbit's foot I carry in my bag. I also have 4-leaf clovers all over my axes. My big axe has clovers in a horseshoe.
That's
I
good
love
luck.
Wow.
That's definitely superstitious.
Yeah.
That's a whole lot of
Hey.
good luck.
Awesome Grace at 2012-16. I think I created one on accident. After every throw, I'm constantly wiping my hands on the back of my jeans. At first, it was just to get a better grip without constantly using the chalk. Now I think it's become a thing I do constantly. The idea of not doing it would completely throw me off.
Oh, is that Axe
Yeah.
Perderer? Leah?
Yeah, that's Axe Throwing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen her do it. I mean, she was just here a couple weeks ago for our
Always
birthday.
doing
but-
that. And
Yeah.
Sandra Blood Tigress. For me, I put my hair up and have to wear the same style of clothes for throwing as well as I listen to music before. I get the music thing. I need the music as well too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wish you could wear your own thing, but
Me too.
truth be told, at my venue, I get to play whatever I want. So
Mm.
it's just when I go somewhere else, but you're thrown off by everything when you go to a new venue. It's not just the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true too.
Mm-hmm.
And Sasha, the unicorn mom. Well, I'm not sure if it's a superstition or not, but I've never looked up when walking back to the line from the target. Maybe I tell myself it'll help me stay focused by not seeing anyone watching. Completely false, but it's what I tell myself. And I've also started twirling my axe in my hand, walking back from the target too. Yeah, I totally get that as well.
Yeah. I like we all twirl, I think, for like ballerinas.
I think it kind of stops so if I just kept that, I feel like if I kept hold of it in my hand, it just get sweaty or I don't know. Like I think I get
It's
that
just a
though.
way to reposition it.
Yeah,
'cause-
reposition,
Yeah.
and just get it back in the right position, I guess. Yeah.
and something to do on
Confident.
that long walk back.
Yeah, I
Yes.
know. What else do you do?
So we have Kenzie Denzi. I take a breath right before I throw.
Kenzie
And
Denzi is Raven from
Oh,
Axe
is it?
Girls. Yeah.
Oh.
Hi,
Yeah.
Raven. And I
Yeah.
think we also have Polk County Viking. I have to touch the bottom of my handle before I throw. Not sure if it's superstition or OCD.
No, it's probably turned into superstition.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you guys hate or not have a problem at all with hearing the score during the match?
I like
Sometimes
to
I have,
know.
yeah.
You like to know?
Mm.
Yeah. Even when you're like about to go for an 81 or you just know you're going for an 81 anyway.
The thing I just like to know in each round. So
Yeah.
I kind of forget about the other rounds. And then sometimes I have to check if I've definitely won the first two, if I can risk it or things like that. So but
Yeah.
I think the main thing, and you said this before, Amy, that is not to think about it too much. In the 81 that I got, I was adamant that I'd got a 3 in the first round. So I thought, oh, I'm not sure if I have or not. I thought, oh, never mind. And then I realized that I hadn't after I'd got the clutch. So that helped a lot.
Yes.
But I do like to know what I've got, just so I know what I want to do.
Yeah. I also get lost in the game so much I forget where I'm at. So I need to.
Oh yeah.
And I've done it so many times. I'm like, oh yeah, that was 5 axes, and like, oh, you're on 4th axe, and then
I know. How hard is it to count to 5?
It's impossible.
Right?
I know.
Sometimes it's hard.
It is.
It is. It's true. It's
I'm glad it's not just me then.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. I've actually forgotten I had another round to play. I was about to walk off. I'm like, oh no, you're not done yet.
Oh, I do that so many times, especially in playoffs. You know, when it starts to go best of 7, then you're like, really, wait, we're not done. Oh, let's go again.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to do this a second time in playoffs.
Yeah.
The same person?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like to hear the score then or not?
Yeah.
I don't like to hear the score. Obviously you get told on the 5th throw, and I just kind of wait for that. I just try to ignore everything.
Yeah.
It's because I run it and I'm constantly thinking about everything else. Like sometimes we have other people throwing, you know, public throwing while we're here. So I kind of have a lot to think about that. The least of my concern is my score. I just throw as best as I can. And maybe that's my problem. So I'm going to start listening to the score now, and I'll get my 81.
Yeah.
Strategy.
Yeah.
There you go. That's your strategy. I'm going to go practice for the next hour till I get customers.
Do it. Yes.
I'm going to go and make some tea.
Sounds good. Well, have a good night and a good afternoon.
Thank
you
you.
too.
Thanks.
Bye.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.